Hello viewers all over the world. Thank you for tuning in again for our channel again this day. And I'm here to talk about something briefly as far as our channel is concerned. Well, I want to remind all of us as who are listening that this channel is about Pentecostalism movement in Luo Nyanza, that one is in Western Kenya. Now, today I want to talk about my second book that I did in the year 2015. This is a very interesting book which is in the market, but I still want to urge all of us to look for copies and read more about this for those who are interested in knowledge. Well, this book, I titled it Staying Power, and I've narrowed on about biography of Archbishop Dr. Silas Owiti. Silas Owiti is from Kano, is from Ahero, to be specific, in Kisumu County. He's one of the Pentecostal fathers in the land, in Kenya, and more so in Luo Nyanza. And in this book, I've done quite a number of things, or rather I've highlighted a number of issues concerning the life of the Mzee. He's late, but I must appreciate him posthumously that he gave me an opportunity to talk to him and interview him in person, and he allowed me to talk and to document about his life. It's a very interesting book for young upcoming ministers and those who are in the faith, and more so church leaders even today. There's so much you can learn about the old man. And one of the things I've highlighted about him is his early life, childhood life, how he grew up, how he was born and raised. I've talked about his marriage. Of course, in the book, I've talked about his first marriage and also second marriage. And I've detailed what even happened, why he had two marriages. I've also talked about his work as a civil servant. I've talked about his calling into ministry, into full-time ministry. But most importantly, I've talked about his missionary journeys. This is a man whom God used mightily, my friends. I wish that kind of fire would really fall on us today as well. God used him to do mission work in our country locally, in different churches, different conferences, different learning institutions, ranging from universities to primary and secondary schools. I've also talked about his overseas missions. He is widely traveled. And I think if there's any church minister who has traveled like him in Kenya, probably I may not say, but he's one of the people who is really widely traveled. Actually, he even had a mission station in Norway under his name. So you can imagine. Because he was a frequent visitor in those overseas missions. And something interesting in all these missions, which I've also enlightened in another chapter, is about the miracles God used him to perform. There were so many miracles, but by God's grace, I only narrowed on raising of the dead. I know you didn't hear that, but let me say it again. A man in our land, Kenya, God used mightily to raise those who had died back to life. What a person. So I've highlighted only 7 miracles about raising of the dead. I've talked about how they happened, those who were there, and where they took place. They're in the book. And this is why I said previously that one of the reasons why this channel, God helped me to come up with it, was I really wanted people today and even generations to come to know what really happened in the generation. People God used mightily and raised up. So I've enlightened those 7 miracles, very interesting. I've also highlighted a bit about his leadership skills, on how God has used him to be a church leader and respectable for that matter. But most importantly, I've talked about how he has also handled succession of leadership of his church. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening. I want to urge all of us to look for the book and get access to it. Thank you.